Sisu didn't even need to pull out the hole. That's how confident he is in these three incompetent douchebags. And it's not that's what the director wanted to do. This is just poorly directed. I don't feel, nor will I accept anyone trying to say that, I don't feel this is the intention of the director to say Sisu is so well, he's so grounded and so calm that he knows he can kill these false soldiers. Bullshit. This isn't a game. In a real world scenario, you've seen gold, lots of it, or enough to make you rich was, unfathomable. Plus, were you looking for gold today? When you came to genocide people, were you looking for gold? So just write the scene in such a way that the guy intended to end Sisu quick, and Sisu was like, yo, after all that I've lost, maybe do some flashback or some, I don't know, some sounds in the background where he's hearing his wife and his daughter or children. Then he loses his shit. And then maybe Alphonse saying, get on your knees, grandpa. No one calls me grandpa whore. Then he goes ape shit. But instead you had him dialoguing with the dude, get on your knees, and he turns onto his friend. You've got gold, too much time. You've just killed the epic fight scene window. What does that mean? You've killed it, because that was your time. That was your one shot to make this dude look ultra epic. And not only him, but you as a competent director to compose your scene in such a way that by the time they push Sisu away, he undoes his jacket, gets a knife, bam. As soon as he impales the guy, he's choking. They all, turn on him, pull out their two guns. Because again, this guy looks like he doesn't have a gun on him. So we know there's two guys, one with a machine gun, one with a pistol. Use Alphonse's human shield, push the body towards the guy with the main machine gun, go for the guy with the pistol. Pop, take it out, aim back to the guy who had Alphonse land on him. He's recovering from Alphonse. He's crying, he's shocked, he's in shock. He moves Alphonse away, looks at Sisu, headshot. Shut up and take my money. That boy is good. There's a way you choreograph your scene so it looks spicy and sexy and smooth. Yes. Creamy, like buttery smooth cream. Come on, man. You don't understand. Instead, you have this douchebag. We are running away from it. What? How did he survive the trenches? That's a good question. How on earth did he survive the trenches? He's running away? Come on. Poorly directed. Look at this dude. So I don't even know who the hell that is. He's broken someone's leg somewhere. He's dead. Look at this shit. So I'm assuming this is the guy who ran away. Yes. He went to the back of the truck to get a machine gun. Yes. So when Sisu is struggling here, so he has a bottle in his hand. Use the bottle over Sisu's head and win this fight. This is 3-on-1. In fact, it's 2-on-1 at this point. And no one will shame you when you go home, when you tell the heroic story of how Alphonse died trying to kill a battalion of people, and you all saved the day. That's what I'm talking about. You have to lie, because once you retire from being a soldier, you're going to spend that money from the gold. You have to tell a very, very good tale. And one of you has the hots for Alphonse's wife, Christina. So you have to find a way to tell the story in such a way that Christina will fall in love with you. She'd even tell you, I thought Alphonse was a good man, but you're a better man than Alphonse. Damn. You're even sexier than Alphonse. Damn. You're a little shorter, yes, but you're sexier than Alphonse. You ain't lying. And she'll marry you quick, especially now that you're rich. So it's a win-win. It's a happy life. All you have to do is knock this dude over the head with the glass bottle in Homeboy's right hand, and then Homeboy with the pistol in his left. Pow, pow, pow. Shoot him. Done. Everyone goes home happy. Look at the dude. Look at him. Look at him. It's like they're amazed at the fashion. Very good denim. What is that? Is that denim? Is that wool? Is that linen? That's a good question. Stupid scene. What a freaking stupid scene. This is the second movie my nephews got us to watch, and it's a shame that it's... Let me explain. The first one was atrocious, man. I don't even know if I'm going to do a scene breakdown for that one. No! This one showed some promise, but just poorly directed. And he runs away. So what happens to this dude? He still has the wine bottle in his hand. Falls on his knees. Did he get shot? So that guy who's run away now, remember, he still had pistol in his sidearm. He just left the pistol alone, screamed, he panicked, went round to the back of the truck. This dude, Sisu is still fighting this guy with the machine gun. I don't even know how he's struggling, but whatever. Okay, breaks his leg. So what happened to the machine gun? Okay, he breaks his leg, so machine gun's out of his hand, I guess. Guy with the axe. So where did the axe come from? So he dropped the glass bottle, then went for the axe. When Sisu went for his friend that now has a broken leg, he should have instantly dropped that.
A few moments later.
That would have been the time to use not only the glass bottle, but also also the freaking axe. Why is the axe now showing up? Why is it now he's got the energy to react? Oh, you just took my friend down with a broken leg. Why now? Why? So why the hesitation before? After watching Alphonse get impaled with a knife in the head? God damn! You're done. So now please just observe how stupid this scene is. You still have your pistol to your side. It's still on your side. You went to the back of the truck to grab a machine gun and you have to cock the machine gun. Let me explain. I'm not a soldier. I've never been on the battlefield. I don't think this is a very proficient way of being a soldier. I'd personally have my guns locked and loaded without having to cock it when I take it out of the truck. That's just me. So that way I don't have to go put myself in this position where I have to load the gun or no. There's something off about this for me personally. Again, I've never been at a shooting range. I've never held a gun before. I've never been a soldier. Maybe my past lives, probably. That's where all this is coming from. I'm like, no, when I used to kill people. Yeah, so that's probably the super assassin in me is talking to you guys right now. There's no way this makes sense to me. Maybe this was a practice, general practice for soldiers back in the day. You put your guns in the back of the truck, yes, and have them uncocked. Cool. But just visually, there's something off about this because you're making these people look more incompetent, and I can't enjoy my main character destroying these guys because they don't look or feel competent. So now it looks like he's just taking down children who just held guns and they act like soldiers but aren't soldiers. So then my brain is now having to question the validity of their soldiering. Are they real soldiers? Are they new soldiers? Did they just kill today? Were they just deployed today? But they have this filth on them, so maybe they were laying in mud to look like they've been doing work but haven't been doing work. So it's too much. Now the brain is doing too much work. Sometimes watching movies as a neurodivergent, it can be extra. That's right. Especially when the scenes are this bad. Our brains just, it's like we pull out so quick and then we're over analyzing, not in a bad way because we're super analyzing. We're trying to figure out, so who's it wrong here? The director, the choreographer, everyone involved, or is the director trying to tell us a story that these guys aren't skilled soldiers? And if so, then why? Why would you put Sisu in a situation with unskilled soldiers who just found gold? No. And yet you're showing us other scenes where they're ruthless soldiers who are just killing anyone they see. It's too much clashing going on in your movie. Too much. You want it seamless. No clashes, just seamless.
Get this man a shield.
So okay, he does the thing I was saying earlier on. Use someone as a human shield. He finishes. At this point, if they showed him trying to reload the gun, like he's done with the first round, let me get the magazine out and put the second magazine in. Cool. But I guess the human body, once it's dead, becomes so heavy, obviously. He pushes on this guy, and now he's like he opened himself up for an attack. He didn't even come back like what they did in the first place after Alphonse got taken down with a knife in the head. When they closed the distance between him, between themselves and Sifu was the dumbest thing. Once you have a gun, I don't need to approach you, high five you, shake you, fist bump you, rock, paper, scissors you. I have a gun. It means license not to close the gap between me and you. A knife, however, means a license to close the gap unless I'm very, very skilled at throwing knives. But once I have a gun on me, it means license not to close the gap. And depending on the kind of gun, I'm going to spray as best as I can, depending on the recoil of the gun. But he had a pistol. Yeah. So all this nonsense doesn't make any sense. But the way he opened his arm like, yes, take me. Do it, father. Ready to see my maker. It's weak.
Willingly? Yes.
All of a sudden, he just loses the gun. The gun you ran to the back of the truck to retrieve, now is so easily knocked out of your hand because of one kick to the chest. Fine, again, I have no idea how it feels to get kicked in the chest to then drop whatever object I'm holding in my hand. That's right. So who is that on the... Wait, what? Someone falls down. Okay, who is standing up? Did someone get shot in the back? Is that the same guy who got shot in the back? He's standing up. I don't understand that. Something is wrong here. Let's go back. You should be dead. So who the hell stands up? Or maybe he has... Oh, I don't think he has... I almost said bulletproof. That's not bulletproof. That's a lot of blood. Okay. How is he standing up?
That's a good question.
I don't get that. Okay, now he hits the guy on the floor. Okay, now he's dead. Okay, observe, observe, observe. Takes his gun over his shoulder. Please observe. What the hell is going on here?
Let me explain.
Why is it that after you've just witnessed 3 people who are now dead in your entourage, you are the last man standing? Imagine what tales you would tell when you go back home. Imagine how rich you'll be with the gold. And you're furious your comrades just got taken down by this old grandpa bastard. How do you respond to this ruthless, unjust murder? By grabbing the guy's gun from behind?
Hey, yo, what the?
Out of all the action moves this soldier could express, this is the best move the director and everyone else involved thought would work well on screen visually for people to see. This is he said they're going to love this. They're going to rewind and rewind this scene because of how awesome it is. Sisu right now is completely helpless. He can't reach for that hoe. He can't take that gun off his shoulder. Here's the funny scene that's about to happen. Watch. In fact,
A few moments later.
Before I press play, what do you think should have happened in this scene? Give me your best rendition of this scene right now. Make it funny. Make it funny. If you want to have fun and make it, proper and professional, go for it. But make it funny. Give me your best rendition of this scene before I press play. Make it funny. I would love to see it.
Woo!
Make it hilarious. Make that shit hilarious. Let's proceed. Do you know what it is for the person who you've grabbed from behind whilst you have a pistol in your holster? You're holding his gun that isn't even aimed at you. The gun is not a threat. He is a threat. The gun is resting on his shoulder. He even put it over his head? KO! Grabs a machine gun, puts it over the right side, and so it's hanging over his right shoulder. Okay, cool. Now, the gun is not the problem. Sisu is the freaking problem. Sisu at this point technically is helpless, but he can still, maneuver this guy if he wanted to. But right now, he had, in fact, I'm doing too much. Hold on. Okay, at this point, Sisu is, remember, old grandpa, yeah? So you can hear him breathing heavy as he stands up. Yep, that's a lot of work. Gun over the shoulder. All this time, just like Alphonse took time taunting him, he could have been shot dead. Last soldier standing could have easily taken that pistol he had in his holster. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Easy. Easy things. But the director doesn't know what he's doing. This is poor writing and directing. You're making your characters look aimless. And you're making Sisu look like a super pro. And that's why he's not even stressed. That's why he hasn't even undone his jacket. That's why he hasn't even taken out the hole from its container, whatever he's kept it, because he knows who he's dealing with. I don't think that's cool writing. I don't feel that works because you're not giving the same power level that Sisu has to the soldiers. Or you're not making the soldiers look very, very competent enough that Sisu has to think 5 times faster just to take down one soldier. And then now he has to pick up sand in the air and throw it in the other soldier's face. And then by the time this, sand hits the soldier's face, he shoots a little bit. And maybe Sisu gets clipped. Then he takes down the second one, fights the third one. By the time the soldier has the sand out of his eyes, aiming with, then Sisu from behind, same knife again in the head. Just to show that as good as Sisu is, these guys are equally good. And Sisu doesn't have a machine gun the same way that they do. So he has to go for the guy who has a machine gun, human shield, and then use his surroundings. Sand in the eye is a natural move, natural tactic. So letting us know that Sisu is good, but these soldiers are equally good.
Shut up and take my money.
But making Sisu take down all his targets so quick, it makes them look incompetent. And then Sisu looks like overly qualified for the scene. All this is a waste of time. By reaching to grab the gun doesn't make sense. And let's not use excuses. And anyone who has a gun on them as a soldier should never want to close the gap between himself and another person, male or female, or a civilian. The same way when you're on the battlefield, you don't want to close the gap between you and your opponent. You shoot the opponent from a distance, hence the missiles and the grenades and all that stuff, RPGs, because you close the gap, you're finished. I don't need to come to you. That's what the gun is here for. The gun does the work for me. The gun closes the distance between you and I. By going there, the bullets go to meet you at your location. So him having a drop on him right when Sisu killed the soldier had enough time to put the gun over his head. This is a lot of time. Lot of time. Even before that. Yep. As he stands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roughly 5 seconds. Roughly. That's enough time for him to sit back and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Empty the clip on your back.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And you're angry you just killed Alphonse and your other comrades. Plus, you want that gold so badly. And it turns out that if you survive the day, you might actually be the one who ends up with Christina, Alphonse's wife.
I'm still standing.
And let's say the other 2 comrades who also went down have girlfriends. You could end up looking after those girlfriends and having Alphonse's wife to yourself. Now you have 3 women to yourself because you took down Sisu and you're filthy rich with all the gold all to yourself. You will never have to be a soldier anymore.
It's gravy, baby. I got it all smothered. Like makeup, I got it all covered.
You'll be awarded some serious medals.
He ain't lying.
Especially once they find out who you took down. Heavy medals. You'll be a legend. You end up with Christina's wife. Christina. You end up with Alphonse's wife, who's very beautiful, by the way. She's stunning. She's stunning. And she hasn't even had any children yet for Alphonse. So she gets to have children for the first time with you. And you look after your other fallen comrades' girlfriends. Come on. You'll be a legend. Practical demigod on earth. When they said you fumbled by grabbing this guy's machine gun when you had to drop it in from the back. You fumbled just as bad as Alphonse fumbled. Alphonse had to drop on this guy. All he had to do was shoot him. Instead, is get on your knees, Grandpa. Get down and do it now, Grandpa. Knees. I want to see your knees, Grandpa. Stupid writing. Stupid. Not cool. Didn't these guys watch John Wick, Equalizer, Sherlock Holmes, The Raid? I mean, sometimes if you want to get some action scenes across, watch these movies. And don't say, oh, we don't want to tell a movie like John Wick or Equalizer. Then this scene doesn't make any sense because in real life, this guy would have been shot dead quick.
That's right.
I wonder how many soldiers watched this scene and thought this is bullshit. I wonder how many professional assassins and killers watched this scene and thought this is bullshit.
That's a good question.
I bet there's some skilled people out there who would tell you, yeah, if you took down Alphonse and it's 4 of us, best believe you probably injure 1 more soldier, but you'd be dead by the time you try to reach out for the other one. Alphonse was a lucky shot. But I imagine there was some other people who watched this scene and tell you Alphonse was taking the piss. He's not even a proper killer. Once we saw gold in your horse, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, grenade, right home. I ho, we're off to spend our gold.
Nice.
So there's ways you direct the thing to make it grounded a little bit so it's not over the top per se. Once you have somebody's jacket blocking bullets, that's already over the top. But at least that movie lets you know this is the world we live in and we can make suits or jackets or blazers that can take bullet impacts from whatever type of gun per se. So maybe at a particular distance, a particular range per se. That's the world you're in. In another movie where someone can, curve his hand like this and the bullet curves, called Wanted, and they let you know from the bat in this movie, in our storytelling, you can curve bullets. If you don't like that, this is not a movie for you. Fast and Furious started a particular way and became a particular kind of thing. We all know what it is. We're okay with it. We tease it, we mock it from time to time, but we're still going to watch the movie. These movies let you know what's popping. Matrix lets you know, hey, there's 2 realities here. One is real, one is fake. And we can dodge bullets in this. So it lets you know off the bat. This one is trying to be something that it's not and pulling from other things that inspired it. Nothing wrong with making your own movie. No one is saying don't make your movie. Make your movie, but make your scenes competent. Let's see your action in slow-mo so you can excuse why this guy couldn't shoot you in time because you did this or you threw sand in his face. This is poor. He had a drop on you, 5 seconds drop. 5 seconds?
Sisu!
I've got 5 on it. 5 seconds, dude. Bro. Bad.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
You make me feel so.
As a neurodivergent, that is a massive cinema sin because this is 5 seconds too long. And then he struggles with you, tosses with you. He holds the. If you want to get into the psyche of this soldier, he's upset. But in terms of after watching your comrades get taken down by this guy who you're pissed off with, the natural thing to do because you're angry is shoot him. It's the easiest thing you could do. So going around behind him, wherever angle you came from, you didn't even get in the car to run him over. You just chose to go around while still having the gun in your holster and you're holding him from the back. My friends are dead because of you.
Stop whining.
And the director who directed the scene was okay with it. Everyone on set was okay with it. Sisu is the actor playing Sisu. Yeah, this is good. This is not good because I want to get into the psyche of this soldier and I can't. Why are you doing this? You have a gun on you right now. So much so that Sisu reaches to his right side and grabs the gun at the exact... He didn't even struggle. He reaches for the gun you have on your side.
Come on.
The fact that you let this guy reach for your gun in your holster to shoot you in your foot whilst you're struggling for nothing.
Who do you think you are, son? Antonio Banderas or something, son?
It's putrid writing. Putrid. Visually putrid. Look, what is he doing to this? God. That's disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting.
Check, please.
Finish him.
Now he uses the same gun he took off his shoulder to end you. The same gun you were struggling with. He now uses that same gun to finish you.
You don't understand.
Whatever, man. Absolutely whatever. I can't. I don't. There's no. It's poor directing, poor choreography. And it's so jarring to the eyes for people like myself.
Damn, I'm good.
Anyway, this is fun. I love doing these breakdown movie clips. I love them. Whether it's a good scene or a bad scene, I enjoy doing them because some people just watch movies and, oh, it's good. And when I sit here and express myself and, let people know why I'm sharing my dismay for a thing. Oh, you're just negative. You're just negative. You don't like things. You're not a happy person. Why would you do a reaction? Shut up. Shut up. Why does YouTube allow so many incompetent people to talk nonsense on your videos and doesn't find competent people to come underneath your videos? It's so jarring.
Let me explain.
Of all the infinite, like billions of people in the whole world, you manage to test, review or show my video to incompetent people. Don't you have a roster of habits of people who you can say this person likes to watch the reviews of movies and breakdowns of movie scenes and rewind? And surely as AI is upgrading and becoming better, YouTube AI should be smart enough to say, nah, this one always likes to go to people's videos and comments bullshit. Comments incompetent comments that doesn't even further the creativity you've seen expressed in the video. It's just how my brain is. I'm like, nah, I've created something. To me, it's wise you find people who appreciate said creation, bring them in to watch the videos. Instead, you just push it out to stupid people who don't contribute positively or critically or positive criticism to a thing, or not even that. There's some things that even when I watch, like movie scenes, for example, movie scenes, almost everyone watches it. And there are things that I would notice in those videos. I'm like, oh, dude, I didn't notice on my first watch along or whatever. And I'm only noticing the call out to a mistake or to a shout out due to cinema sins. But I wouldn't then jump on the guy's video and say, oh, all you do is cinema sins. This is getting weak and lazy. Do something better. Get a life. It's stupid. So how can YouTube find those people who appreciate cinema sins, and then when I'm doing this, you're finding incompetent people to come talk shit? And then I've already gotten clued onto this stuff. I know there are AI bots these days who people just program to come and talk nonsense. I'm like, dude, the time and energy a lot of us creatives spend in making these videos, we would appreciate, or I'll speak for myself, I deeply would appreciate a healthy reciprocation of finding people who appreciate what we create to come and show said appreciation. So if one or two incompetent human beings who are born out of putrid wombs find a video and talk smack, I'll block them. God damn! But 10 incompetent putrid people, too much. That ratio doesn't make sense. And then you find one or two okay people or smart people or intelligent people or appreciative people. How is it that in a world of billions where these videos are being pushed, I don't even know how YouTube pushes this video just to one city, to one town, to a village, to the whole country, to the whole nation?
Don't ask questions.
Surely you find people who say, oh, these particular people pushing this video to love watching breakdowns, good or bad breakdowns. They love it. So we'll push this video to them rather than pushing it to people who don't even sit down to it. They just like to watch someone mid-video, not even mid-video, 2 minutes in, you're too negative. You haven't even watched the whole video. You're too negative. Too negative. Why so negative? Why so negative? Incompetent people. And it's so jarring that YouTube finds these, it's like a shortcut. Instead of having to go deep into the reservoir of enlightened people, yeah, the douchebags in the outskirts here, send the video to them. YouTube playing games, man. Also, I finally got round to uploading. I think I got 2 or 3 videos on my Patreon. Finally, actually, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's hard to upload videos, but just getting around to editing a long form video. I chose to do it on Patreon because YouTube, obviously for copyright reasons, won't let you upload a full watch reaction. If there's a way to do so, best believe I'd have been on there a long time ago doing that. If there's a way to upload a full reaction watch along video with the movie, I'm not saying full movie on HD, but like full screen, but maybe shrunk down to one particular size, and watching me react to the movie, I would love to do it. But YouTube's rules and regulations, I respect it, but thankfully Patreon is there, so I said I'm going to sit down and focus my energy in regards to that type of content and put it on Patreon. So for those of you who want to support your boy doing that type of content and you're open to it, I'm open to suggestions as well, but good suggestions. I'm not comfortable sitting down watching tripe TV just to react to. Maybe 1 or 2.
You serious?
I don't think I would have stomached doing a watch reaction for Alien Earth. A breakdown of incompetent scenes, incompetent actions. Yes, those things I love to do because I don't do it just for the sake of doing it. I feel the art of storytelling is becoming, there's something, I don't know how to explain it. The best way I can say it is I don't like to be insulted visually, emotionally, and psychologically. Some people don't mind. Some people don't mind watching nonsense because there's some good parts and they say it's okay. When the movie is bad, it's bad. I wouldn't say it's okay. I'll say, despite how bad this movie is, there are 2 scenes that were good. But entirely as an overall thing, it's bad. I like to use my English words as best as I can. This movie's trash, but there are some good scenes in it. Then I'll proceed to do a scene breakdown like I've done with this one and say, these are the good scenes in this bad movie. So Alien Earth as a show entirely is putrid. Absolutely putrid. So Patreon allows me to at least watch along or full watch reactions with movies that I love, TV shows that I love. And that way I'm looking for like-minded people who appreciate these good shows and movies as well. And for those of you who know me already and know how I am, if you want to see more of me reacting to these things, if that's what you enjoy, let a brother know in the comments and head on over to my Patreon. I've of course been your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host, the Kosmic Jedi, signing out. Thank you for watching.
Wait a minute.
And also, before I go, don't hesitate to suggest some good TV shows and good movies to watch as well. Like even, for example, when Severance came out, I didn't want to watch it.
What?
Someone suggested that I check it out. Checked out the first 2 episodes of the first season. I was like, oh, it's not bad. So there's some shows that come out and I wouldn't jump on the bandwagon to watch the whole thing. Stranger Things for sure. I'm getting ready for that one.
Woo!
But I didn't jump on the bandwagon for Stranger Things. My brother actually introduced me to Stranger Things and I fell in love with it ever since. So there's some shows that I'll watch based on suggestions, depending on who is suggested and if they know my watch taste, what I like to watch. I don't like to watch shows or movies where people are talking stupidly and characters are making stupid, visually irritating decisions. Like grabbing someone from behind who has a gun, even though you have a gun on your side. Come on. It's like it eats at my brain. It's very bad.
Can't you see what's going on out there?
Yeah, anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching.